Gutsy Gaming. I'm Jake, and today we are unboxing the Star Trek Ascendancy player expansion set for the Cardassian Union. Again, it adds an hour's worth of playtime, an extra player, contains all this stuff here, a new command console, new systems, space lanes, fleet cards, fleet markers, plastic ships, control nodes, reference card, exploration cards, trade agreements, advancements cards, resource tokens, or resource nodes, and then regular tokens. Totalitarian Conquerors. Everything you need to add the Cardassians and another player to your game to your games of Star Trek Ascendancy. Discover new star systems, encounter new exploration cards plus more space lanes and resource nodes. Expand the final frontier. This one's not damaged like the last one was. Alright, we've got our little rulebook thing here, which I'll go over in a minute. We've got our player board. It says occupation. Cardassian controlled systems only generate production if there are Cardassian ships in orbit. So that seems kind of like a bad thing. Annexation. Take one culture each time you successfully invade a planet. Alright, then we've got our space lanes, ascendancy tokens, culture token, research tokens, and then some more of those. This one's got some production tokens. This one's got command tokens, warp tokens, and then we've got Cardassia Prime with the space stations here on the bottom. And then we've got some more production culture, and then now we've got some new system discs. These ones are some threats or anomalies. Ships may not move through this phenomenon, they must end their movement here. In space battles, only rolls of 6 hit ships in this phenomenon. And then we've got Bajor, so that's pretty exciting. Oh, we lost a disc here. And the next one too. Curl. More production and culture tokens. Cordian 3, Goralis, another threat. Lots of threats in these expansion boxes. This one's got Magna Roma, Regulus 5, Sigma Draconis. There's a threat on it. We've got our control nodes here, our production, research, and control nodes, or culture nodes, excuse me. We've got our fleet tokens and sliders, and then we've got our ships. And here we've got our fleet cards, and I'm assuming the reminder card. Yep, the building phase and whatnot. But the first fleet, in the first round of space battles, all this fleet's to hit rolls automatically score a hit. That's fantastic. Only 3 in the fleet, but that's 3 guaranteed hits. Backside is just 9. In the first round of space battles, all this fleet's to hit rolls automatically score a hit, so it's the same thing. Same card, exactly. And then fleet 3, this fleet may re-roll to hit rolls of 1 in planetary invasions, which I'm pretty sure some of the base sets have that same one. There's nothing crazy new there. Let me try to get these cards open. we've got our trade agreement cards here. So standard. Then we've got new exploration cards. There should be 10 of them. We've got some threats. Cardassian confrontation. If you have a Cardassian rival, place a new Cardassian ship in this system. If not, place a new ship from the player to your right in this system. Interesting. Federation confrontation. If you have a Federation rival, place a new Federation ship in this system. So same thing, Federation. So these all the same. That's Romulan, Klingon. Alright, so there's no one for the other expansions there. Cardassian Armistice Accords. If you have a Cardassian rival, you both choose one of your non-home systems and exchange control nodes. If not, exchange systems with the player to your right. That's kind of an interesting one. Ferengi confrontation. So the same thing as the other ones, but with that. So just no Vulcan one for that, and no Andoran one. But I don't know when these all came out. You may brave a level 4 hazard. If you do, and at least one ship survives, you may put a research on 2 of your projects. Cool. Cardassian delegation. If you are the Cardassian or hold a Cardassian trade agreement, all your trade agreements immediately generate resources. If not, exhaust all your trade agreements. That's could be real good or bad. Pre-warp level 0. Place 1 production and 1 culture token on system, marking it as inhabited by a pre-warp independent civilization. The first player to colonize the system claims the tokens. Warp capable level 3. Develop up to 3 resource nodes. In priority order, place 4 warp tokens on system, marking it as a warp capable independent civilization. That's all those. Now I have to try to open these little advancement cards. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Alright, starting advancement. Cardassians begin with an additional command for a starting total of 6 commands. That's pretty cool. Your system's hegemony resistance is increased by 1. Also cool. Your starbases now add 3 additional dice to hit. Man, I like all these. On your turn, you may exhaust this card to exhaust another player's espionage advancement. Your system's hegemony resistance is increased by 1, so that's a double compared to the other one. You may commission fleets in any sector. That's pretty awesome too. Romulan cloaking technologies effects may not be used in systems you control or against ships therein. Also good. During a space battle, exhaust this card to force a rival to reroll all hits they've scored this combat round. This may be used on a rival's turn. During your building phase, you may build up to 3 ships in an uncontrolled system. Systems you control are a level 5 hazard to hostile ships. When invading a planet, you may exhaust this card instead of rolling to hit. All your dice this combat round automatically hit and destroy a node. When you launch new projects, you may draw 1 card from a rival's advancement deck instead of 2 from your own. If you discard the rival's card, it goes to the bottom of their deck. During resource generation, your culture nodes also generate 1 production if you have at least 1 ship in orbit. That's pretty cool. When you successfully invade a planet, take a production token for each intact node. When invading a planet, a total annihilation result counts as a successful invasion. When you successfully invade a planet, refresh 2 commands. When invaded, systems you control ignore 2 of the attacking rival's hits in the first round of combat. I think those are all great advancements and great additions. Last thing to look through is the rulebook, which I probably should have started with, but was too excited. Just goes over the contents, new stuff. I don't think any of it was real confusing. especially compared to the Vulcans. That was definitely needed. But that's really it here. There's nothing special in this rule book. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Subscribe!